Cooley, wake up.
Wax, you crazy for this one.
Today we got a great matchup between the New Jersey Generals taking on the Bronx Superstars, and you know how these gameplay episodes go, man. Greatness is on the way. We got Reggie Mack in his first real gameplay going on, taking on Carlton Davis, who is in the top 3 in the rookie leaderboards. And surprisingly, we don't got Reggie Mack on there, and it's noted for him. He looking up at the jumbotron. He see what we seeing, and he about to put on a show, hopefully. But you already know what it is. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because it's time to be great. Darius Carrington right now on the pull-up. They small forward who is voted the best defender, best perimeter defender in the league, and he could score offensively too. 6'8", 280 freight train coming down the lane. It looked like a flop right there by Carlton Davis, and he got the lead. He got the first 4 points of the game. But Josh Tillman on the Bronx Superstars, who could light it up from downtown, is also really one of the athletic guards. And speak about athletic guards, is Reggie Mack going downhill, finding his shooter, Brian Williams from downtown. I think he was struggling actually so far in the first couple of games of the season, but now he's going pick and rolling again and lobbing it up to Keon Hamilton. And the thing about this New Jersey team, they're built on defense and athleticism. Brian Williams, great point of attack defender. Reggie Mack and Darius Carrington, the best wing defenders that you could find at that spot, at that position. But Carlton Davis, the shot clock winding down, burying right in the face of Reggie Mack. And back to the pick and roll. This time he has a little bit of space, but he ends up throwing it down over the defenders. 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan. And this time back into the pick and roll. It keeps working, and this time it's Keon Hamilton getting the and one to go. And they can run it all game. And Carlton Davis lobbing up to Delano Hughes off the bench, catching a lob in traffic. And DJ Reed driving to the basket, and Kareem Bishop putting someone on the post. I don't know who that was down there. I think that might have been Milan Markkinen. And back into the pick and roll. Kareem Bishop getting another two-handed slam again. Got to keep running until they stop it. But Carlton Davis getting a lob of his own to Eddie Knox, and that won't be the last we see in Eddie Knox. Carlton Davis is drawing the matchup of Reggie Mack because no one else on the team could really guard him. He might be the best bet, but Reggie Mack getting right to his spot around the elbow. Now spin move, waits the defender to bite on it, but still gets the floater to go. Keon Hamilton, he hooping. He hooping so far. And now Josh Tillman he could have went going, has a mismatch though. Sizing him up. Downtown, we got him, coach. We got him, coach. Burying it from downtown. That's hard. Now they're going back to the screen. Carmelo Silva pull up in the paint. He's there to hold down that 2 spot, and Reggie Mack getting a little bit of rest. And he gets a steal this time, going behind the back. And Keon Hamilton running the floor again. I told you this built on defense and athleticism, this team right here. I think they're going to be one of the best defensive teams in the league. And Carlton Davis pushing it up, getting past the defense, getting a two-handed slam. Sonics up by 3. They moving the ball around the Generals, and they lob it up to Keon Hamilton. If they do that in the NBA, bro, you getting an automatic T. We don't do that around here. This time, Desmond Benajay. I just like the way this Bronx team is also built too. At the 4 and 5 spot, you got 2 bigs that could finish inside the paint and stretch it out when they need to. And Dustin Williams is one of the best roll mans. I like that with Carlton Davis, who's leading the league in assists. And this time, Desmond Benajay showing off his defense right there. Again, that help side block. And Reggie Mack, he kind of been a little bit quiet on the scoring side. This time, he's driving to the basket. He could get past anybody. At 6'9", I already told you about his wingspan, but his first step is also lethal as well. One of the best athletes. I don't know how you defend him. He could shoot. He's a 4-level scorer. Could score inside the paint, mid-range, 3-point, and also get to the line. And Milan marketing, you better hit that shot, because if you didn't, you was coming right to the bench. And that's a tough one right there. One-legged three right there. But Reggie Mack, we don't like that. You ain't Jersey with it. You trying to show him up. He got to get one back. Excuse me. Pull up mid-range. That's beautiful. You can get a silhouette of that. That is beautiful right there. He just moved different on the court. Carlton Davis going right back to Milan, marking it out of the pick and roll, and that's more like with the jump shot. And we're going into halftime. Second half of action right here. It looked like they was going for a double drag screen. Reggie Mack goes right to his spot, rises over the defender. It's simple. It's simple. Now Dustin Williams drawing a double team. They swinging around the perimeter, and Carlton Davis getting his second three of the game to take the lead right back for the Supersonics. And now shot clock winding down. Oh, come here, step back. Josh Tillman getting one when they needed it. Shot clock winding down. That possession looked like it was about to be a bad one right there. And Carlton Davis back to the pick and roll, stepping back and cashing that one. Okay, Carlton. Spin move. Oh, I don't know why you trying to press him up like that. Nobody's guarding Keon Hamilton. He misses it, but rebounded by D. Diagne, and Reggie Mack knocks it down. And don't let him get hot. Don't let him get hot. This time, D. Diagne, they get him a touch in the post. Turn around, hook shot. Okay. That was a deep drop hook with that one. They swinging around the perimeter, and DeLon Young, that's what he's in the game for. A corner specialist knocking it down with a hand in his face. And now Reggie Mack, step back. Oh, there's nothing over there, Carlton Davis. Let me bury that. Too much space. Too much space, and, oh, man. They might have kicked something off with that three-pointer that he had. And now he's defended by Delano Hughes, half step, half spin, I mean. And he gets another bucket. They got to call a timeout. They got to call a timeout. He has 23 in the game, and it looks like he's just getting started. He's embracing everything right now. It's a 9-point game. The Generals are in control. Josh Tillman driving to the basket and lobs it up for Eddie Knox, and I said he wasn't done for doing the lobs. Throwing down another slam. Third quarter winding down. They should have trapped that screen. Reggie Mack stepping back right there. Too much space again, and that's knocked out. Whew. Dog, this is a special scorer right here. The best scorer in the league. And now, oh my God, Eddie Knox. Another hammer time slam. Shot clock winding down. Ball in the hands of Eddie Knox will live, and he just throws up a wild shot, and he ends up making it. You got to live with that. Showing off good touch, though. Now Josh Tillman, what are you doing? Bad pass right there. Stolen by Reggie Mack, and he's looking to push it up with Josh Tillman on his back. Drives to the basket and gets the and one to go. Yeah, yeah. Laid that man. Now they kick it out to Cameron Ray. Shot clock is winding down. He's calling for a screen late. They got to get something to go. Pulls up around the paint, right over the defender, and he knocks it down. And the Generals will control the game, up by 8. Carlton Davis out of the timeout, buries it right in the face of Reggie Mack, and they needed that one. I don't know what's up with Jaden Moore on the bench. He's going through it right now. Hey, yo. That's a good foul, but that's a hard foul. No flagrant, though. And now we still in action. Up 8-point game. That's a great screen right there. Drive baseline and gets a lay by Carlton Davis. Make it a 6-point game, 2 possessions. And now they back to D in the post. They're looking to send a double team. But, oh, man. Reggie Mack from downtown. Cash out. No FanDuel, though. I need to hit something on FanDuel. They've been playing with me recently. I don't gonna lie. But that almost went in. And now Reggie Mack, now he got the rebound. Man on a mission, and he designates on the rim. He had a plan once he got that rebound. There was no one stopping him either. Nah. Nigga threw it down like the rim said something about his mama or something. Now they swinging around the perimeter. And Desmond Benajay again from downtown. They needed that one. Now they sending a double team at Rich Mack, and D. Diagne said it's my turn to try and crank the rim down. Whew. And the Generals in control of the game. And this is just to add a little exclamation point to him. Keon Hamilton throwing down a reverse slam right over the top of Carlton Davis. And I'm not even going to lie. In the last 2K, I hated that animation because they showed it too much. But that's game right there. The Generals showing why they're so good. Didn't even give up 100 points in this game. And they're exciting. They got Reggie Mack. They got one of the best defenses. So, in theory, you already know. They got Reggie Mack, one of the best defenses. So what does that make them? One of the damn best teams in the league. They got the best scorer in the game, doing his thing. You can't stop him. An instant paint touch, and if he's not getting in the paint, probably the best mid-range scorer in the game, and he can knock it down from downtown. How do you stop that? 37, 9, and 9 by Reggie Mack. He took 31 shots, but didn't get to the line crazy, and he was still a little under 50% shooting. On the other side, Carlton Davis, he had damn near like 10 assists going into halftime, but the scoring wasn't really too much there that they needed, but we moving on. All right, right now we in December 1st. We well into a month over the season, so we about to take a look at some of the stats, the league leaders and stuff, offensive, defensive ratings, and of course the standings. There's no conferences, so the top 16 teams are going to make the playoffs. I wish they could have added like I guess, a play-in if you still added the top 16 teams, but it's whatever. Top 16 teams, 58 game season. And let's take a look at the top. We got the Chicago Union led by Austin Gilmore. They 8-0 at home too. And it looks like they got one of the best defenses as well, giving up the fewest amount of points, but we'll see what defensive rating, how that will be converted into. But Austin Gilmore, we can take a look at the rest of the squad. Josh Barnes, Deion Jones, Alpha Aminu. They got a really good defense with Deion Jones and Alpha Aminu definitely leading it. Eddie Houston off the bench, Miles Owens also defends, so I can see why they're one of the best defenses. And of course, Rich Mack, a Rich Mack-led team, is at the top of the leaderboards as well, with an 11-3 record. The offense is insane. We're gonna get into. They have the highest point differential. We're gonna get into the offensive defensive rating and see where everybody's at. And of Reggie Mack also tied. Reggie Mack and the New Jersey Generals also tied with the best record as well. But I guess the highest win percentage is the Oakland Roots, but they didn't play enough games. Oakland Roots, who they led by? Troy Benjamin. So, the Max is, at the top of the leaderboards right now. Feel me? But Troy Benjamin got a different name. Virginia Beach Neptune. I know they got a really good defense. I like the core with Mario Ellington and Khalif Kingston as the front court. Seattle. Okay. So how many teams are around 500? We could take a look at that. We got 15 teams at the 500 marker. And teams that play like a whole... I feel like some teams haven't played like that much games compared to others. Like the Reign probably only played 10 games. Other teams played 18 games already. So that's a big differential right here. 9 games for Jacksonville. So we got about 15 teams that's 500. Boston Beacons ran to 500. The team that's underachieving, let's take a look at the bottom. The Los Angeles Stars. I thought they was about to be nice. Like, take a look at their roster. They got Jeremy Goodson, who's averaging 25 a game. They got Neil Lovett, averaging 23 a game, and as well as Danny Campbell, averaging 17, 11, and 5. Like, I think that's a solid big three. But this team, low key, you know what's crazy? Their big three, like, basically resembles the Chicago Bulls' big three. As Neil Lovett being the scoring shooting guard, he'll be the Zach LaVine. Jeremy Goodson, I think one of his comparisons is DeMar DeRozan. And Danny Campbell, one of his comparisons is Vucevic. Nah, that's crazy. I can see why they're at the bottom right now. Maybe the big three just doesn't fit like that. And the New York Metro Stars. I thought they was about to be alright. They only played 3 games at home. They lost all 3 games. They're 4-10, second worst team in the league. They're currently on the 3-game losing streak. Cam Spencer, he's been underachieving. I like Michael Milano coming off the bench. He's one of the better bench guys that they got in this league. But it might be time to start him or give him like even more minutes if Cam is not shooting good. Mo Davis averaging 25. I feel like he could be doing more. He might have to take on more shots. Eddie Mosley's been disappointed for this team right now. Yeah, something's got to change. Something's got to change. Maybe Mo needs to start looking to be more aggressive or get more shots with Dante Carter. Another team that is struggling, Baltimore Barons. There's so much talent. If you just put them in this team, the one person that's really underachieving is Scotty Brown. He's supposed to be their leading scorer. I think he might be taking the most shots, but his shooting splits is horrendous. 25% from three is crazy. How much games you played? About 16 games, 25% from three is crazy. I know they probably have one of the worst offenses. It looks like the Honolulu Hanu. Marquise Allen, I thought he would be leading his team to better, but he's averaging 30. He's doing his part. I don't know what the rest of the squad doing. It looks like they're not defending at all. Currently on a 6-game losing streak. San Francisco Shock is not doing too well. So this is the standings right here. We went into that a little bit. But now, let's see what the team stats looking like. So, like I was saying before, Miami's played the most games with 18, and the Sharks played 9 games so far. So that's a big differential. Still a lot of time to go. Very early on in the season. A 5-game, 4-game win streak could really just turn things around for most of these teams. But what I really wanted to get to is the best offensive ratings, and the Austin Bullets have 124.6. That's insane. And it's very telling. I've just been saying this damn near like every episode I've been talking about it. How you going to stop this starting five? Adrian Sparks giving you 14 points, 10 assists, shooting 36% from three. It's respectable, but I think he could definitely do better than that. Javonte Hall, he is a bucket getter, shooting 45 and 43, also 91% from the three-point line. From the free throw line. And Niles Leslie, averaging 19 a game on 49% from three. Royal Parrish shooting 42% from three. And Rich Mack, looking like the early favorite for MVP, I'm not even going to lie. 32 points, 5 offensive rebounds, 3 assists, 15 rebounds if you want to round up. 3 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks a game on a ridiculous 76% shooting. Like, dog, he is 84% in the restricted area. If he gets it, if he catches it that close, it's automatic. Automatic, you could definitely just put 2 up. Player efficiency rating is a 40.6. I don't think we ever seen anything like him. Absolute different. And the second best offensive rating is the Generals, led by Reggie Mack. And they only got like a crazy offensive team. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Brian, hey, yo. 19.5% from 3, dog. What are you shooting for this? We gotta take a look at his shot chart. Damn. This nigga is crazy, dog. How the hell they have the second best? Their point guard is shooting 19% from 3, and they have the second best offensive rating. The rest of the team just gotta be immaculate. 54, 41, and 81. Reggie Mack averaging 33 a game, 8 rebounds, 7 assists on a nuclear 58% from the field. Shot chart is OD. The mid-range is money. The mid-range is money. The best mid-range scorer you probably ever seen. 71% in the restricted area as well. The Union, so the top 3 teams have the best offenses, and it looks like they might be in the top 3 or top 5 in defense. We about to take a look at that soon. The Virginia Beach Neptune, I'm kind of surprised. I can see why their record is this good, because I wasn't expecting them to have this high of an offensive rating. You got Seattle with the 115, led by Tyson Cambridge, Dior. Okay. So let's see who's struggling. Baltimore Barons, yeah, we already know that. The Denver Rockies, they got Danny Tyler on the team. I thought he was about to be different, but it looks like he's struggling a little bit from the three-point line in certain spots. What is he shooting? 25 a game, 48 and 44. Damn. Like, how's their offense this bad? Melo, he not doing too bad. Eric Tyler showing 50, 44, and 80. Jameer Slater is showing 19% from 3. Hey, yo, what's going on? Oliver, big man. What are you doing, dog? I know I got his shot tendencies taking basically everything in the paint. 14, son. Shooting 41% as a big man is crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, the bigs definitely need to shoot better on this team. The Hanu is struggling. Houston. They got Kyle Beacham. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of surprised some of these teams are struggling. Like the offensive firepower this team has, but like there's a lot of players. There's a lot of teams that really do play good defense, and we about to take a look at that right now. We got teams that lock up. This general squad was built on defense. Reggie Mack, Brian, Darius Carrington, Keon Hemp. He an average defender. He's an average defender. D Diogde, that's what he do. Big D. Big D. That's what he do. Kareem Bishop, he punch shots. These are solid, not really too negative defenders on the bench, but like the way I probably stagger the minutes, there's gonna be an elite defender on the court at all times. The Chicago Union, we already talked about them. Austin Bullets. So damn, nah, they have a my fault. Nah, the fact that these are like the top three teams, definitely without a doubt. Top three in offense and defense is crazy. These are the early favorites to definitely win it all. Pittsburgh Force. I'm not surprised that they have a good defense, given that the 4 and 5 they have, and Lamont Bridges coming off the bench. Yeah, they got guys off the bench that really defend too as well. Just keep going down. All right. So the worst defense is Exotic Souls can't get a stop. Who's on their team? Christian Trice. I forgot he's 6'10". There's a lot of good bigs in this league, so him being 6'10" is just already kind of negative. The Hanu doesn't really defend, but that's kind of Tay Bennett, 6'9" center. Supposed to be a good rim protector. Averages 1.7 blocks. They got good defenders on this team though, but it might just come down to a size thing. The Stars don't defend. All right. So that's it with that. We could get into the actual league leaders. And leading the league in scoring, I guess we could go to minutes. Leading the league in minutes, we got Sincere Porter averaging 37. All right, who cares? Anyway, we got the leading scorer, Reggie Mack, the best scorer in the league so far. And Rich Mack's not too far behind with 32.6. We got 4 players. I guess 5 if you want to round up. It's really 4. That's averaging a legit 30 a game. If you want to round up, we have about 6 players doing that. Okay. Yeah, Rich Mack, he's definitely a lock for MVP, bro. I just can't see how you don't give it to him. And the Reggie Mack having him, like, I prefer, me. Game on the line, I need a dog that could get to it. I'm giving it to Reggie Mack. You got to give it to the wing that can really get to a bucket. A game on the line. That's why I'll take Reggie Mack over Rich Mack. But Rich Mack is the most dominant force that we seen. I don't want to hear that Shaq shit. Come on. Devontae Tucker averaging 31. All right. So we got hella people averaging about like 25. 25 players, at least 25 players averaging 25 a game. Let's see who's leading in rebounds. Not Rich Mack. It's Jimbo Jackson. Only in 32 minutes. Playing about 4 less minutes than Rich Mack and averaging more rebounds than him. It's kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. 4.9 offensive rebounds for him. His per 36, he's averaging 17 rebounds. Comparisons like Andre Drummond. I think I might have had Moses Malone, but I might have changed that. I'm not sure. But Andre Drummond is definitely one of the prominent ones. And also what Greg Oden was supposed to be. Shout out to Greg Oden. Was a force at Ohio State. Carlton Davis leading in assists. Not too far. Them turnovers though, looking a little suspect. Looking a little suspect. But he is averaging 12 assists, which is OD. But Antonio Rankovic definitely has a better assist to turnover ratio than Carlton. 11.6 assists. My fault. It's 2.3 turnovers. About 5 guys averaging double-digit assists and steals. Jameer Slater, you better be leading something. Shooting 19% from 3. And blocks, now in this league, we got rim protectors on rim protectors on rim protectors. And Demetri Kalathis is averaging 3.3 a game. And just look how much guys are averaging about 9 guys averaging at least 2.5 blocks a game is crazy. That's just 2.5 blocks. 15 guys averaging at least 2 blocks a game. Like, the rim protection is insane. Let's see how much guys average a block a game. 54 players average a block a game. That's crazy. And in turnovers, I remember in the old 2K, I think it might have been around like 2K18. It was either 17 or 18, because it was when Westbrook and Harden was averaging like damn near 5 or 6 turnovers a game. That's when like 2K, like I feel like the turnovers they lowered it a lot. Like guys used to average around like 4.5 or like even up to like damn near 6 turnovers, what like Westbrook was doing, or like 5 turnovers. I don't think it might. 6 is kind of crazy. I don't know if it was that bad. But it used to be like a little bit more realistic, and now they kind of changed it to like 4.1 turnovers is kind of the highest. And like I had to adjust the sliders and stuff. Y'all probably don't care, but I'm telling y'all anyway. I had to adjust the sliders to even get to like damn near 4 turnovers a game for a guy. But like there's probably other guys in the league, probably like about like 5 or 6 guys that usually average around like 4 turnovers, unless I'm bugging. But I think it's somewhere around there. Corey Cousins is shooting 79%. He just dunk everything, so obviously. And he doesn't have the high volume as Rich Mac. Only taking seven shots a game. But 79% is ridiculous. I'm saying that like it's nothing. Scotty Brown, dog. We got to have a conversation. 18 points on 18 shots, dog. You for real? I thought you was better than that. Real talk, I thought you was better than that. But we gonna end the episode here. It's your boy Reg Dollar. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That's the best way to help this channel out and grow. And as always, stay safe, be GOATED, and we got some more great gameplay coming soon. Also hit the bell as well so y'all notified. And I'm out.